bass back together.
Welcome to Tunes Brothers, everybody. I hope that everybody enjoys this episode, because I'm not. So, but anyway, I'm just not going to give anything much away because I'm not really going to have much to give away. We've got Gigi, Darren, Lewis, Down Under, and Mr. Music. Don, I remember the music. I suck with names, dude.
That's all that matters.
If I know you for about 7 months, I might get your name right. But yeah, man,
it's okay, Randy.
Hey, I've got nothing against what people like, and you know, to each their own when it comes to their musical selection, because of course, you know, I like what I like, man, and you know, I'm not going to force myself to try and like something that I don't, but I will give everything a shot. Now, no offense to any of these guys that you know, wanted us to do this, and to each their own. You know, what I say tonight does not belittle you in any way for liking, you know, some of this music, man. So that's just the way I'm going to put it. Now, since I've said my piece, I'll go ahead and let Down Under tell, you know, the world what we're doing.
What we're doing? We're doing Fuzzy Booger versus Barren Cross, but I think Fuzzy Booger has left the fold, so we're doing it in memory of Fuzzy Booger. If it's memory of Fuzzy Booger. And after listening to this, it may be the last Fuzzy Booger we ever do. We're doing Barren Cross, a group I'm not familiar with. Rush, who I am very familiar with, but I've never liked them, so it was an interesting listen to me. But yeah,
go ahead and give the titles to the albums. That way people will know what we're doing.
Oh, good. Do I have to remember the titles of the albums now, do I?
I didn't take no notes.
Rush, Roll the Bones.
Yep. And Atomic Arena.
Cross.
Atomic Bomb.
There you go.
Atomic Arena.
Well, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. All
like I said, not familiar with either of them, so it was a fresh listen to both. But I'll have my opinions later.
All right. I didn't give my opinion, so I guess, Don, you can go ahead and give us your take.
Like overall?
Yeah,
well, I guess
experience.
We're not ranking them yet. We're just the experience of this.
Okay. It's a fair to middling Rush album, and it's an album by a band that I've never heard until now. In the case of the Christian rock album, I don't know remember what the hell are they called again?
Barren Cross.
Barren Cross, yeah. And it's interesting because I mean, my first listen to Barren Cross, I was excited, and I didn't know anything about them. I just went in blind, deaf and dumb. I still feel kind of deaf, but I got through some of the stuff. They're good. They're really good at what they do, for sure. It kind of sounded like if Judas Priest formed a power trio and started singing really strange things, vaguely religious, but not really. But that's my opinion of them. But it's good music. It's well done. It's not great. Roll the Bones is, well, I mean, I am a Rush fan, but I'm a selective Rush fan. There's a lot of Rush I hate, and this has both in it. So yeah.
Okay. All right, GG.
Well, as a Canadian, go Jays go tonight. They need to win.
No, the Dodgers. Go Dodgers, go.
Jays.
Dodgers.
Jays are on top in this screen here, so.
No idea what you're talking about.
Baseball.
So, Rush
Me
was in my area in the high schools, whatever. I never really paid much attention to him. Music was good. I didn't mind that, but Geddy Lee is something that I'm very selective on. If I'm going to listen to certain bands and I'm not fond of, there will be songs I will still like and listen to. Unfortunately for me, none of those favorites were on this particular album. It was still okay. It was a half decent Rush album. Barren Cross Atomic Arena. Why are we calling this Christian rock? Somebody explain this to me.
Very violent for Christian rock.
Yeah, Killers of the Unborn. I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait till we get to that one. I've got things to say about that one.
Yeah, I did my homework. I did go through it. As I said backstage, it made my ears bleed, guys. I don't know. Yeah, the guy's bad voice. I don't like either one of their voices. I'm so fussy on my lead singers. Sorry, I have to love that lead singer to continue with a song. That's but I did my best on ranking and was fair and honest. So continue on.
All right.
Darren?
Darren.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm familiar with Rush. They have never been one of my favorites. There are some songs that I don't mind. I did get to see them in the 90s, and I thought the concert was really good. I was very, very impressed with their musicianship. Geddy's voice is very, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, you need to be in the right mood, right? It's something that when I first heard him, it's like, holy shit, what the fuck, right? It's like, I couldn't stand it. And some of the songs, like his voice it has to grow on you. It's an acquired taste. That's what I was looking for. And I understand that this album isn't one of their best. It doesn't have any of their big hits on it. And I hope people understand, the way that our album battles work is that it has to have the same number of tracks. And with a limited Barren Cross inventory of albums, and Rush's huge, right? I mean, a lot of Rush's early stuff were, 6-7 songs. And then you have, so there was only 2 albums that really lined up, one with 10 tracks and one with 12 tracks. And I think since the 10-track battle was the first one we came up with, that's what stuck. Barren Cross, a band I had heard of, but I don't think I had heard any of their music. To me, struck me, I definitely hear the delivery of Iron Maiden's
Bruce Dickinson.
Thank you, Bruce Dickinson. I can hear that delivery style. And at times I hear notes of Twisted Sister in the writing. So a bit overall, neither of these albums are really my cup of tea. Some of them they both have ups and downs, definitely. So, once we get into the ranking, we'll get more in detail, but this isn't something I'd want to relive anytime soon.
All right. Lois.
Well, for me, neither one of these albums was a bad listen. I'm not a Rush fan, but Rush does have a lot of songs I like. They just don't have enough to be categorized to me as a favorite band. There is 5 songs I selected for Rush and 5 for the other team, and which ones they are will be as we go through. Maybe one of these songs on the Rush album would end up on a Rush playlist, but not 100%. For me, Barren Cross definitely sounded like Iron Maiden. One song sounded like a Priest song to me, but the rest sounded pretty much like Iron Maiden in different ways. So that's all I really got for now. I will make little commentary along the way as we go through the rounds, or some commentary for some of the rounds. That's all I got.
Okay, Dave.
Sorry.
Well,
I agree with that one. Can we have an Archie night?
Oh, I love the Archies.
probably not on this
Have
show.
the
No.
album.
I bought one of those RT box sets, and I made a best of for a CD, and I think it's really good.
Yeah. Anyways, that was
Yeah,
just
as I said earlier, Scotty, I wouldn't put any of these two albums in anything I'd really listen to deliberately again. There are a few good songs on both of them, but to me, that Barren Cross, it sounded like an Iron Maiden cover band. As soon as it came on, I thought, oh, I'm listening to an Iron Maiden cover band. I don't know why you'd be that deliberate at it, but I would have thought Bruce had a pretty unique voice, so to sound like him,
Damn right.
be pretty deliberate. But whatever
Okay,
floats your boat. Well, before we go,
are you doing the songs, or are you just naming them off? How is that going to work?
we'll just go song by song. We're not
Okay, all right.
You start off, but we do have Mr. Gene Simmons would like to have his say
Yay, Gene Simmons!
before we start. So I'll
I
have to
love
invite
this
him
part.
in.
He's Gene Simmons. I'm sorry. He's Gene Simmons, and we're not.
Yeah, exactly right. So Gene, what have you got to say?
What we got?
Rock warriors and keyboard philosophers, welcome to tonight's album battle of the gods. In the left corner, we've got Rush with Roll the Bones, Canada's favorite trio of overachievers. The only band where the drummer writes novels, the guitarist reads them, and the singer sounds like he swallowed a helium tank at a Dungeons and Dragons convention. And in the right corner, Barren Cross with Atomic Arena. That's right. The Christian metal crusaders who looked at Iron Maiden and said, cool, let's do that, but make it about Jesus and still melt faces. So tonight, track by track, we're going to see who truly rocks harder. Will it be the cerebral professors from the Great White North, or the righteous riff preachers from the Sunset Strip? Grab your leather, your Bible, and your thinking cap, because this ain't Sunday school, it's a track battle. All right, enough talk. Time to roll your bones and enter the arena. Let's see who strikes first in this musical cage match. Will Rush dazzle us with math rock wizardry, or will Barren Cross drop a divine hammer from the heavens? I'm stepping back and letting our fearless hosts take it from here, because trust me, folks, this battle's about to get louder than a Kiss sound check. Let's do this. Track 1, fight!
Mr.
All
Simmons.
right. Okay. Name the tracks.
So what have we got? We got Dreamline versus Imaginary Music.
Okay. Well, it's going to be one-sided for me. I might as well go ahead and give it up. And I will say this Iron Maiden sound alike. It's a Bruce Dickinson sound alike on Bruce Dickinson's solo career. He sings a little bit different than he does when he's in Iron Maiden than he does his solo career, but it's still, the same voice, just not as high as Iron Maiden. This guy's pulling it off real good. And the music is not Iron Maiden, though. It's more of a Twisted Sister, like somebody said, ish type music, but Iron Maiden voice. But anyway, that's one thing I noticed. But it's going to be Barren Cross for me. I'm not really going to have a lot of input on these songs. I don't really know them. The other album, unfortunately, I couldn't make it through a whole fucking song. Literally, I couldn't make it through a whole song. It sucked so bad. So Barren Cross wins the first one for me. So, Don. You guys just go whenever it's your turn. That way y'all don't have to have me blurting out your name through. So,
Sounds good.
there you
Sounds
go.
good, Scotty.
All right.
So yeah, it's about time that you were completely wrong. So normally you're not, but this time you are. So imaginary music, Barren Cross. I put that on and it was like, wow, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't look them up. I'm listening to the very first track. I'm like, this is the most forgettable commercial 80s pop metal crap I've ever heard. I didn't listen to the lyrics at the beginning. I found it really stale. I didn't like the sound. Yeah, so much Bruce Dickinson, but without Iron Maiden, without the galloping bass lines, without the fun stuff that makes it Iron Maiden. Good singer. I don't like the production on this album much. I just found it really drenched in reverb. But it's still, at least it's legitimate, and it sounds most of the way through. One thing I did like about this whole album by Barren Cross is it mostly is like a guitar, a bass, a drummer, and a singer. And I like that. It sounds authentic in that way. So that was cool. But it's not much of a song. And considering the fact that it's up against, what is it, Dreamline, which is one of the most commercial Rush songs out there, which isn't saying much. I guess it's a fair matchup. I hate Dreamline less than I hate imaginary music. Dreamline at least has some interesting lyrical content. I started listening to imaginary music and I was like, okay, whatever, it's all right. Nothing too heavy in the lyrics, nothing too interesting. Dreamline has some good, interesting lyrics to it. It always does. Rush always has really interesting lyrics. The song was okay. It's pretty commercial, but I'm going to give it just by an edge to Rush for this one.
Okay.
Do we normally go from the top? I always thought we went from the bottom up.
No, last time we were on the bottom.
That's when we do a ranking. This is a battle. So
okay, because for some reason I was like, I thought, yeah. Anyways, doesn't matter. It's all written down, anyways, right?
Yep.
Alrighty, so yeah, because I started off going through the Barren Cross album first, before I even touched Rush, because I want to get a listen to it, feel for it, kind of thing, whatever, what I'm going to be going against, because I already have my thoughts about Rush. So for me, Rush was just to kind of flick through them. Yeah, I'd hear something impactful being the first song, and it was all right. I kind of found it kind of boring. Like, I wasn't really knowing what to expect with this Christian rock thing. I guess the whole point of them calling it Christian rock is the words and the lyrics, but the music boring. So I'm going for Dreamtime. Bing. That's all I got to say about that.
All right. Well, I thought this was a close battle. Neither song really stood out one way or the other. I mean, I do think imaginary music has a pretty catchy riff. And it was, I mean, and compared to some of the other songs, the singing isn't as bad as it is on some of the, like I said, on some of the other tracks. Dreamline, I think, has good energy for an opener. Killer bass by Getty. Kind of has a road trip vibe song to it. This one, I really, when it came down to it, I really just had to flip a coin to choose a winner, and it came up with Dreamline. So I voted for Rush.
Well, for me, I started off with the Barren Cross album, and I didn't listen to the whole album and then the Rush album, the whole thing. I went back and forth between the songs, getting the feel and the vibe, and did it a few times until I made my decisions. But I selected Dreamline because of its more original sound. You know, I mean, Barren Cross sounded really cool and all that, but it sounded to me like an Iron Maiden song. I mean, because that vocals and the energy was there. So Dreamline is probably a song I would put on a Rush playlist until I went through the playlist for a few times to decide if I would take it off the playlist or not. So that's all I got.
Okay, another one. You don't you have to have enough songs you like by a band to have a playlist?
Rush has songs I like that I would put on a playlist.
And
Enough for a
look,
playlist?
before you go, Dave, I want the Rush fans out there to know, the old school Rush, there's a lot of things that I do like by them. You know, the working man type, the Tom Sawyers, the basically probably their most famous stuff. Rush is definitely not a deep track band. I mean, not for me anyway. But I do like, and let's not forget, they're on one hell of a tour right now. I mean, they're having to add cities, bro. I mean, these guys must be just blowing it up, man, everywhere they go. So I'm not denying Rush as being a damn great. Look how long they've been here, man. And look at the dedicated fans. I mean, like Kiss's fans, bro. They got the dedication too, man. So it's just the 2004 album right here. If all their later stuff sounds like this, then I would definitely be out. But I do really like a lot of the old school Rush sound and kind of hard rock vibe they brought back then. This does not sound like it has any hard rock in it at all. But anyway, go Dave.
Well, you guys have pretty much said everything. I am going to follow the masses, and I will also go with Rush's Dreamline. I thought both songs were okay. So it was a bit of a toss-up in the end, but I've just gone with Dreamline. I know Vake will get pissed off, but I do hate preachy lyrics, so there you
go. All right. What's the next two?
We have Bravado versus Killers of the Unborn.
Talk
Great
about
title.
different songs.
So let me guess. Killers of the Unborn. That's Rush, right?
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's a love song by Rush. Killers of the Unborn.
But anyway, I've got to get something out here because, like I said, my input. This is going to be one boring damn stream, fellas. From me, anyway. It's going to be Barren Cross. Like I said, I could not find a thing on the Rush album that I could even complete. I couldn't even get through the whole songs on none of it.
Damn.
You might have missed the best part of the song, Scott.
No. Oh, hell no. I'll listen to at least half of them. If they're saving the best for last, then I guess I fucked up. That's all I can say.
It's prog rock,
But
so you never quite know.
I am not a prog rock guy. So, in no way, shape, or form. Now, Rush, when they bring the heaviness to it, like they did old school, I can deal with it. But not this right here. Just sounds like prog rock with no heavy. So anyway, go ahead, Don. Yeah.
Fuck. This is a tough one.
Hey, if you like them, you like them, man. There's a lot of people like them, man. Yeah,
no, I love Rush, but so this album is interesting for Rush. Let's not even get into their song for a second here. This album is interesting for Rush because before this, they had been doing a lot of stuff with more and more synthesizers, and they were starting to lose some of their classic hard rock loving prog rock bass because they were getting a little more soft. I mean, their synth stuff was great. Geddy's a good keyboard player, but he's not one of the world's greatest keyboard players, whereas he is one of the world's greatest bass players. So people want to hear him do his thing, Yeah. But this album, Roll the Bones, was supposed to be their return to guitar rock. Biggest issue I have with this album is not the songs or the playing or even the singing, which is actually pretty easy to handle. His singing here through this whole album is pretty easy to listen to compared to a lot of his stuff. It's the production on Roll the Bones. It's really saccharine sweet, super plasticky produced, and it doesn't sound like a guitar rock album. And they were going to be a guitar rock album. That was their big thing for this album. Everyone who was a fan was like, finally, they're getting back to the stuff. And all I hear is like really plasticky sounding guitars, over polished, over produced, drenched in reverb, kind of like the other album I was mentioning too, the whatever cross, Arctic cross, what I don't know. Anyway,
Barren Cross.
Barren Cross, that's it. Yeah, I don't know. It's cold outside. It feels like the Arctic. But So it pisses me off that these songs, there are some really good songs on this Rush album. There are some that aren't, but there are a few that are very good. And they don't sound great to me because I don't like the production. As an audio engineer who loves to like hear raw music without the overproduction, I don't like this production at all. So it's disappointing. Now, Bravado is like one of only like what, half dozen sort of ballads, and it's definitely the most commercial ballad that they've had in all of their like whatever 35 albums, whatever. So it's kind of it's an unusual song by Rush standards, and it's up against Killers of the Unborn. Now I gotta say, Killers of the Unborn, without the lyrics, I really find it musically a lot of fun. It's a cool song. It's got a great feel to it. Not only does it sound a little bit like Iron Maiden in the vocals, it sounds a little bit like Iron Maiden in the drums, not on the bass at all, and not on the chord changes. But the drums kind of have a little bit of that like doom ba-dum doom ba-dum doom da-dum sort of thing going on that gives it an energy and feel that's really cool. I kind of enjoy listening to it, and then I listen to the lyrics. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And so I Googled it, and I was like, this is supposed to be anti-abortion. In what way is this anti-abortion? It's anti-abortion if we're talking abortion like 1890. It's not anti-abortion by any rational terms today, because abortion hasn't been like that for as long as I've been alive. So that pissed me off, because I'm like, that's why I was holding my cross. I actually am technically Christian. I'm not Christian like American Christian. I'm normal like Christian. But that isn't a Christian song, and the lyrics aren't Christian. They're antagonistic, and they're spreading all kinds of bullshit lies that aren't true. If you want to be anti-abortion, that's fine. Do what you want. But don't tell people that is this, because it isn't. That's not what abortion is, right? Like legal abortion isn't that. It's about sentience and everything before that, which is still controversial. That's your opinion, right? But these guys are like saying like murder and rip them apart and cut them up. I'm like, what? This is more like Halloween-y type songs than anti-abortion. So that's why I question their Christianity, or at least their authenticity in this song, because to me that isn't what it's about.
A lot of these Christian bands, it's just a ploy.
Yeah,
it's just a attention thing, man. You know. So,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, and I think that strikes me as what it is. Like, there's some fantastic Christian bands. Striper's a fantastic band, and there's some incredible bands out there. I'm fine with it. I don't care. I don't listen to it or don't listen to it. If it's good music, I listen. But any song by any band that's like got that trying to say that they are like, okay, listeners, you are in a category A, and now we're going to teach you this thing, and think that you guys are willing to accept that pisses me off. Whether it's religious, anything, but money.
That's
whatever,
why I
right?
hardly ever pay attention
race,
to
gender.
lyrics.
Yeah. So yeah, fair enough. But they piss me off with that. So I have to vote against them, because I think this is the most moronic lie I've heard in a long time. They're clearly doing it for excitement, and calling it anti-abortion is not true. It isn't anti-abortion. It's anti-violence against children, which is great, but it's not anti-abortion. So that pissed me off, because that's not what it's about, right? But musically, I really like it, and I actually like it better than the damn ballad by Rush. But I still have to vote for the Rush song.
All right, Lois. I mean, all right, Don. Okay.
You can call me whatever you want, man. Randy.
So you went for Bravado.
It sounded like Lois there for a minute. I like that song better, but it's number 4. So yeah, man.
Fell asleep halfway through, Don. Which one did you pick?
It was like voting for Biden the first time. I voted for Biden because I didn't want to vote for Trump. So I voted for Rush because I didn't want to vote for the damn song that isn't anti-abortion.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
See the point? I'm Canadian, so I can say that.
There you go. That's right.
Oops, sorry.
Right. That's right.
I didn't realize you're Canadian. My bad.
It's all good.
All right.
My brother's American, so I can say what I want to.
There you go. That could be handy.
Yeah.
So before I continue on with my little thing, Mr. VK, take your opinions and your attitudes and your judgments. And
Yes.
take a good look in the pluff and mirror because you're the biggest a-hole out there right now. If you can't watch a show and sit there without being demeaning and all this other crap, and here we are
Agreed.
putting it for you, and you're just being a jerk out there. So that's all I got to say about that. And you are definitely messing with the wrong person, being religious or whatever else, because I got way more faith in myself than you do, and you'll never get to. Anyways, enough of that, because you listen to garbage music.
Rock on, GG.
Like the words, whatever. This is Christian rock. I'm like, how is this Christian? You're supposed to be loving and giving and all this for this. This is not Christian. I was not expecting this. I was expecting better words than what was on this. Sorry, just yeah. So I'm gonna race to the chase. Killers of the Unborn. Yuck, bravado. You take it. Ding.
Yeah. Killers of the Unborn. I think it's hard hitting, definitely controversial lyrics. I was surprised that just looking at the track list with this name on there, it's like, and this is coming from a Christian band, and I understand it's supposed to be anti-abortion. I agree with Don. I don't think abortion is anything like that. It does pack a punch with urgent riffs. I think he's very passionate in his vocals, even though I don't agree with them. I think this song is more message driven than melodic. Bravado, on the other hand, I think it is. And like I said, I know this isn't a classic Rush album. So when I say it's one of the pinnacles of the album, it's not because I think it's a great song by any means, but I like the buildup. I like the way that the song was structured. I think Geddy has some heartfelt lyrics, songs about perseverance. I think it's one of the better ones on the album. So for that reason, this time around, I also went with Rush's Bravado. Lewis.
I just got to say, I picked Killers of the Unborn because of the energy and the strength. Bravado to me sounded very weak and wussy and everything else. But I don't want to start this big controversy thing to escalate it. But I got to say, anyone who thinks abortion is being performed today is done in a nice way is a fool, because it's still done in the same violent way. They do rip the baby apart to get it out. They do.
I agree.
And on top of all that, anyone who thinks, because at the end of the day, an innocent life is still destroyed, regardless of circumstances of conception. An innocent life is still destroyed. And the lyrics, I think, pretty much saying that the truth about it, that it is violent, it is horrible, and it should never be done, even in those freaking caveat cases. Because at the end of the day, it's still an innocent child that did nothing wrong. And in like those exceptions like rape and incest and all that shit. Well, let me tell you one thing. The biggest proponent of abortion for rape cases is the fucking rapist. Have a nice day. You're next, Dave.
All right.
Fair enough.
Hello.
I think you're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. You went for Killers of the Unborn, did you, Lou?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to agree with you as well. So, I didn't really like the Rush song. I'm not going to get into the whole lyrics of the Killers of the Unborn, but I did like the energy of the song, regardless of what they were talking about. I'm not going to get into my political views and all that. We'll just go to the next song. So I gave it to Barren Cross.
Okay. Next.
So next we have the title track, Roll the Bones versus In the Eye of the Fire.
Okay. It's going to be Barren Cross. This whole album is going to be Barren Cross for me. I mean, I've done give it out, give it away, so, yeah. I mean, like I said, I like the energy they bring. I don't give a shit what they're singing about. And I'll say one thing about abortion. I don't agree with it, but there's one thing that I do agree with. I believe if a woman is physically restrained, raped, and gotten pregnant, I think she has the right to abort that. Okay? Now, any other time, I don't think it should be done. There you go. That's my take on that. So, but anyway, it's going to be Barren Cross because unfortunately, Rush fans, I did not like anything on this album. So, Don.
All right, sorry. Let me see what I said here. Roll the Bones, right? We're talking about this one now, right? Roll the Bones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I wasn't listening to you, but I wasn't listening to you. Sorry. In the Eye of the Fire. Okay, so it's an interesting song. I don't mind it. It's not a bad song. I kind of liked it, but Roll the Bones is one of the least bad songs on this Rush album. Arguably a good song. I think if it had been produced better, it would have been better. So I have to go with Roll the Bones. It's actually kind of a cool, riffy, guitar, funky sort of song. Even with the weird little rap thing in the middle, still very cool. I like it. So Rush for me.
I don't know about anti-Christian, but I was just going to say, Scotty, we've got Don being anti-Barren Cross, and you being anti-Rush.
Yeah, well, it's and like he said, I can love a band just like Kiss, like some of the Monster and Sonic Boom type. If the damn thing's not produced good and the sound quality's not good, it don't make a damn how good the damn songs are. It ruins the whole damn thing for me. I mean, literally, and I can see his point of view on that. Production's everything to an album to me. So, yeah. Gigi, right?
Yeah. So, In the Eye of the Fire, that one wasn't too bad. It was an okay song. Music wasn't too bad. After going through a couple of songs, and yes, I did go against each other and whatever. I just want to get the feel I was saying earlier about the Barren Cross album. And Roll the Bones, it sounded a good tune. Not bad, like you said. Needed a little bit more oomph to it, and it probably could have made it a lot more better. But I'm gonna go for the Roll the Bones.
Yeah, ranking or giving these songs like an overall score. This was close. One of them came in at like a 2.5, and the other one I gave like a 2.6. So it was close, but again, I don't think either of these songs are terrific. I mean, they're not masterpieces. I do think Eye of the Fire is a little bit more fiery, obviously. I mean, we're comparing apples and oranges as far as music goes between these two bands, right? Soaring choruses on Eye of the Fire, very intricate guitar work, but it evokes some classic Maiden, which I am not a fan of, and I've been very open about that. It does have some dramatic build to it as well, right? So overall, like I said, it's not a bad song. Roll the Bones. I mean, I hadn't heard this song. I don't think I'd heard any of these songs at all from either of these bands. So I think it's kind of got a bouncy riff and an existential vibe to it. Does to me that rap section, that interlude is kind of cringy, but it didn't stop me from picking this one over In the Eye of the Fire. And I know
it is a little cringy.
It is a little cringy, and I think VK is probably getting upset. Don't worry, the choices off of Barren Cross are coming up. I did not go strictly all Rush. I didn't choose one album over the other. So we're getting there. Like I said, In the Eye of the Fire wasn't a bad song. Imaginary Music was actually a very decent song. So some of these battles have been close, but we're getting closer to some of the shit off this Rush album as well. So, Lewis, you're up.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Oh, okay. I just want to say the topic we discussed on the previous round has nothing to do with a political or religious point of view for me. It is strictly sensible, medical, and humanitarian. That's how I see it. Now, for the two songs, each had their good points and bad points, whatever. For me, Roll the Bones, the music, a lot of it sounded like the theme songs you would hear for WWF 80s wrestling shows. You know, when the show came on, you got that kind of same music. And I noticed in the beginning of Eye of the Fire was very similar to Van Halen's Mean Street or Mean Streets, you know, whatever. But I chose the Barren Cross song in the Eye of the Fire just because I thought the heavier sound is what I preferred for this round.
Fair enough. Okay, well, I didn't go for the Roll the Bones because I don't like that hip-hop rap shit in it. And I've given it to Barren Cross because it's got a good galloping rhythm, and I like that, so it gets my vote. There you go, Vake. I'm picking Barren Cross a lot.
All right.
Okay, next is Face Up versus Terrorist Child.
Yeah, it's no secret. I'm going with Barren Cross. I
Just
mean,
mark 'em all
literally,
down?
the whole album is going to be Barren Cross to me. I actually got to listen to it a couple of times all the way through, man. And look, this is not a masterpiece to me or anything like that. It's just, to me, leaps and bounds better than, that's more my style of music. I'm more of a heavy metal, even speed metal type guy. You know, the Rush album did not relate to me at all. At all. And I've got nothing against Geddy's voice, man. You know, I mean, I'm one of the people that does not, his voice doesn't bother me. This album did, though. But, yeah, man, Barren Cross is going to get it for me because of the heavier punch. The Maiden sound, I am a Maiden fan. And, you know, what they're talking about, to each their own. You know, I don't give a shit, really, because a lot of lyrics I don't pay attention to anyway. If it's got a good sound musically, they could be talking about the things that I probably don't agree with in most of the stuff that I listen to. But if the sound's good, you know, the beat's good, you know, it's kind of heavy, you know, riff to it or whatever, that's the way I'm going to go. So Barren Cross for me.
Cool. Okay. So this Rush tune is okay, but cool sounding bass playing of this. It's kind of forgettable song though. I gotta say this other track here, the Terrorist Child. Again, it's not a Christian topic. It's just a really cool song. I really like this song. It's actually the first one to me. You guys mentioned the one before, but to me, this is the first one that's been like the full galloping 80s metal, you know. And I actually really like the song. I like the lyrics. I love the vocal. I thought it was actually a really cool song. So I'm actually going for the other band.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way of putting it.
You finally agreed with Scotty.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's a really good song.
It's the first time I've listened to either one of these too, man.
Fair enough.
So surprise, surprise. Face Up, yeah, it's a good beat. I gave it a check mark that it was an all right song. Terrorist Child, yes, for me, I was like, not bad. It actually had a pretty good beat to it. It had an 80s feel. Like, it made me think they were one of those other bands lumped in there at the time. And the little rocket riff, as I called it, with the guitar, it was like started and it's go faster, faster, faster. It's like, I'm not really one of those things of how fast you can play a guitar. But so I'm actually going to give to Barren Cross just to break the mold.
This will be the first time that I pick Barren Cross in this particular battle. I think it's explosive, right? I mean, with some thrashy elements, and again, not necessarily my style of music. And I also think that the production on this particular track doesn't do it a whole lot of justice. I think it could have been better to catch the ferocity that it deserves. And I actually think Face Up is probably one of the worst songs on the album. I think it lacks depth. I think it forces the positivity in it. So to me, I mean, I think Terrorist Child still would have could have won against other songs on here, but this one, it made it really easy because I think Face Up is a pretty bad song. Lewis.
Thanks. I have nothing written for Face Up. I just kind of left that blank. And I made one little note. This is the one that this song reminded me of Judas Priest. It had like this essence of that song Locked Up. That's what this song reminded me of in some of the parts of the song, the way the guitar lead would come in and do its thing. So Barren Cross gets another win against Rush.
Okay.
Did you say Locked Up?
Yeah, the song Locked Up by Judas Priest.
Ain't that Locked In?
Or is it Locked In? Yeah,
okay.
My
Out?
bad. My bad.
Yeah.
Title. I was just
All right.
trying to remember. Then I started to remember the title, and I never double checked to look it up officially. Locked In is the correct title.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I'll keep this short and simple. Did you get that?
Yeah.
I've also gone for Terrorist Child, so we'll go to our next
Miracle.
one. First clean sweep.
Woo!
Okay, number 5 is Louis' theme tune, Where's My Thing? And Close to the Edge.
Hey, it's no secrets, guys. It's Barren Cross. I'm
shocked
just
me.
yeah, I know, man. It's a shocker, but I'm just gonna make it short and sweet, dude. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
It's-
The lyrics in this Rush instrumental are awesome.
Best
Voice
thing
actor
he
for
did.
that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's
Well,
you then, Don. I think he
I
said
guess it
everything
is
he's
me.
going to say.
Speaking of which, so Where's My Thing is a Rush song that pisses me off because they haven't done a lot of just instrumentals for years and years and years and years and years. You know, their biggest one was YYZ. Where's Fuzzy Frickin' Booger when you need him? But I even have my bass here, but he's not here, so I'm not going to damn well play it. Freaking. Anyway, but that was an awesome track. Like YYZ back in the old Rush days, they were instrumental gods. They could do anything, and they would write fun, exciting stuff. Didn't matter if you played or cared about songs. You listened to it, everyone was like, "Damn!" Right? And this is an instrumental song that has like a really cool sort of a funky intro verse C, I guess, section. And then the choruses, I guess you'd call them, feature, for some reason, Geddy Lee holding down these synthy chords going, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, why? It needed lyrics and they didn't do it? I don't get that. That was a misstep. That being said, I kind of don't like the other song either. So I can't even find it. My list is all effed up now. What it's called? Hold on. I got this. Hold on. Give me a second. Close to the Edge, right? All right. It's it's a really forgettable average song, but at least it's a complete song. So I'm actually going to give it to Close to the Edge.
All right. So my comments for Close to the Edge was it was so. I kind of found it a little bit musically all over the place. Like, I don't know. It just
The intro doesn't even make sense, right?
flowed right. It was kind of weird. And that was the one where the guitar part started. I really started liking the guitar part, and then I'll speed up to shit again. And I'm like, okay, well, all right. But anyways, as for Where's My Thing, I was really hoping for a good song on that, given the title. Where's my thing? Where's my thing? So it starts off, and I'm like, okay, it's catchy beginning. Okay, it's at the 30-second mark. Where's this guy? I start sliding it over. Go, oh, it's an instrumental. Damn, I was hoping for something.
Never before have we dreamed for Geddy's voice to come in more.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
we got that far.
that's the one positive thing. I didn't have to listen to his voice, I guess. But so I'm giving it to Close to the Edge.
Yeah, Close to the Edge is going to win it for me, even though the song, I think, lacked balance. I mean, it was melodic at times, aggressive, catchy hooks occasionally, but then, it would speed up. I understand that it's a fan favorite. I other than VK, I'm not sure if I know any fans of Barren Cross. And if there was going to be a song that would be the ringtone for when Rob dropped his pants, it would be "Where's My Thing." But Close to the Edge is going to win it in this battle.
Well, when it comes to the phrase "Where's my thing," if it wasn't for mirrors, I would never know. At least it's been lately, the last 20 years of my life. But just by default, in the lesser of two evils, I just chose Close to the Edge. So that's it, done.
And we have another clean sweep because, as the rule says, an instrumental cannot win. Well, normally it can't win.
Well, I just want to say one thing. I don't hate instrumentals because they are instrumentals. And even though the song is not an instrumental, but it has an instrumental fade out, which I think is one of the best ever. It's Fantasy Girl by 38 Special. I just love the way that song, that last minute, closes out the way it does.
I don't hate them because they're instrumentals, but I think for me, I guess the standard rule is, an actual song going up an instrumental, the instrumental shouldn't have any business winning. Unless, of course, if it's on a Motley Crue album, then it's going to be the best one on there. So,
even though I think
the song,
I did
has
get
to
Fractured
be
Mirror to
really
win.
shitty for an instrumental to win.
Unless it's a really, really, really great instrumental.
Yeah.
There are some really great instrumentals out there, but this isn't one of them.
Right.
Okay, Scott. Escape from the Island versus the Rush album. This Rush album, any song.
Oh, fuck, man. Escape from the fucking Island.
Wins against every
Leaps
song,
and
right?
bounds. Yeah, I like Escape from the Island. Hell, I like it better than a couple of songs on that album. Jeez.
All right. So we're up to track number 6, The Big Wheel versus Deadlock. You could put a deadlock on a big wheel.
Damn, we're just at track 6.
Yeah,
I know, that's the same thing I was thinking.
Jesus Christ. I was hoping it was 10.
Lucky it's only 10.
Barren Cross. That's it. Yeah.
So poetic, Scott.
So what's this? Ghost of a Chance in the other one, right? You don't like Ghost of a Chance?
No, it's
What?
No, we wish we were that far down the list.
No,
This is
shit.
The Big
Deadlock
Wheel.
versus the Big Wheel.
What's the name of the freaking song?
Yeah.
Deadlock
The Big
versus
Wheel.
the Big Wheel.
The Big Wheel. Oh shit. Wait, hold on.
It's like a small wheel,
That's
but
still
bigger.
Scott's favorite toy.
Hold on. Which one is this?
Hey, I got plenty of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I am listening to it right now. Trying to remember.
Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Yeah.
It's not the Journey version, Big Wheel.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go with Deadlock. It is a really good song. It's this album is getting less annoying to me as I go along. Maybe my standards are lowering. Anyway,
I think you have to listen to these two albums.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Deadlock has, if I'm remembering right, I had to refresh my memory about the Rush tune, which is disappointing, so that's why I'm voting against it. Deadlock actually has like a cool guitar solo in it too in the middle, I think, and it was an interesting song, and I liked it. It had good energy. Yeah, Deadlock for me.
Interesting. Yeah, because I liked the intro. That was all right. The thing I couldn't get over was his singing on it because I wrote down, I sound like a crow.
Yeah.
And the guitar riff, that was the one thing I kind of did actually like in that one. So I'm giving it to Deadlock instead of the Big Wheel. And that's that.
Yeah, this will be the third win for Barren Cross for me in a row. Deadlock, it's relentless and hard hitting. It may be one of the better songs or best songs, maybe even on this album. Killer solos, tight rhythms. It's definitely a headbanger. Big Wheel to me, just mid-tempo. It meanders and it doesn't have like a knockout hook to it. So Deadlock won this pretty easily. Lewis?
I just circled Deadlock because Big Wheel did nothing for me. That's it.
Oh, we're going for it now.
On a roll.
Wow.
Yeah, Deadlock to me was quite good. I liked the riffs in it, and the Big Wheel was just warped, and you don't need a warped wheel.
No.
Good one.
So there you go. Barren Cross is just killing it at the moment. What do we have next? We have Heresy versus Cultic Regimes. So
Barren Cross. Don.
Fair enough.
We should all be like Scotty tonight. Same name.
Not a good vibe on this one, boys. So
so the Rush album is progressively getting less interesting to me. I don't like the song. I found it really boring, and again, so freaking overproduced, tons of reverb and stuff. The production of the Barren Cross album I don't love either, but it's actually improving to me as I listen to more of it. Cultic Regimes is a cool song. Tons of fun energy. It's got really cool guitar playing later on. Changes styles throughout. It's interesting. I have no idea what it's about.
False religions.
Yeah. Is it? Is it though? Anyway, it's a good song. I'm definitely voting that way. Barren Cross. Or whatever they're called.
Yeah, Heresy, it was okay. I just kind of find it a bit boring. Cultic Regime, my exact words were, what the F was that opening with the screaming?
Oh,
whatever.
I forgot about the voice, yeah.
Oh, Jesus, Murray. Oh, yeah, it's something I want to listen to. That's when I knew what I was in for with that song, to listen to it. I said, yeah, it's a headbang and all that. So that I'm not one into the real heavy, you know, it's like Buddy trying to compare him and Ace Frehley. Are you kidding me? If all you can do is, what was the movie where Buddy, Crossroads, duh, where he's playing the devil whatever, and the devil could only speed up whatever, and he had no life, no oomph to the music. That's what made the other guy win, you know what I mean? Your music's got to speak, so to speak. But yeah, I didn't like that at all, so I'm giving it to Hearsay. I'm sorry to break the whatever, but nope, didn't like that.
All right. Yeah, for me, neither of these songs really stood out. Excuse me. Oh, and I've got a dog.
Well, who got the guitar amp?
Hey, get out of here.
Turn your gain down, Darren.
No, the fucking dog is stepping on wires in the back of the computer. Get off.
Yeah,
I thought he was going to start a solo.
I could do better.
Like I said, neither one of these songs really stood out to me on this in this battle. I think Cultic Regimes has some positive things, but I feel that it feels formulaic to me. It doesn't stand out musically really with some of the album's peaks. And Heresy, again, isn't the greatest song either. I do like the message. I think it's about the fall of the Berlin Wall.
Oh, cool.
And
I didn't figure that.
Building intensity to it. I went with Heresy just because of the historical bite that it had to it. So, like I said, neither one of these really stood out that much, but Heresy won by a nose.
Ghostbusters. Sorry.
Ghostbusters 7?
7 Ghostbuster movies, is there?
No.
I was like, wait a minute, there's not that many Ghostbusters, but yeah, anyways. That was funny. Anyways.
Well, for this go around, I didn't care for either song. I guess I got jaded or just too worn down with the constantly sounding like Iron Maiden thing. I went with Heresy because it's more original sound of the song. You know, not that it was a better song. I classified The Lesser of Two Evils, and that's all. Heresy was my selection, just based on default.
And you know what's funny, Lou?
What?
On my notes, I've got The Lesser of Two Evils, and I went the other way.
Oh, really? I guess we.
So there you go. That was a draw, that one. Right. Don, now we've got Ghost of a Chance versus, what we got, Heaven or Nothing.
Yeah. Is it me now?
No, it's
No.
Scotty, but we
Oh,
know
that's
what
what I
he's
thought.
going to
Scotty
say.
looks like he's checked out.
I mean, he might as well just drop. We know what he's.
Barren Cross, boys.
Leave it on.
Are we at number 10 yet?
Thanks for bringing some energy, Scott.
Yeah.
Have a
Yeah.
good night. You get your
Positive
kids.
energy.
I am not setting in on another one of these. But anyway,
Next week we've got Katy Perry.
Yeah, well,
Versus
y'all
Barren
have
Cross.
fun. Y'all knock it out of the park.
So I actually got to disagree with you, Scotty. This time I've been kind of going your way in the last couple songs, but this Barren Cross song is the sappiest piece of crap power ballad shit I've heard in a long time. I can't stand it. It's absolutely horrid. And by the standards of this Rush album, Ghost of a Chance is one of the better songs.
Weakest, I think it's the weakest song on the Barren Cross album.
Ghost of a Chance is one of the best songs on this not terribly interesting Rush album. Really overproduced again. Just sucks. I wish, give me the freaking tracks, I'll produce it. It'll be way more exciting. But it's a less bad song. At least they tried. I can't believe that anyone would actually like this power ballad, but I guess I don't know if this is the only power ballad you've ever heard. Maybe you think, ooh, but no. My wife would leave me if I put that on in bed. So yeah, Ghost of a Chance.
Yeah. My side notes on Heaven or Nothing was don't quit your day job.
Which
His
one?
voice was good in the beginning, and then he squealed it. It's a ballad. You don't go squealing in a ballad. And then I had to laugh at his other whatever later on. I was like, oh my god. But did it not also sound like a bit of a ripoff of something else we've heard?
Yes.
Or is it just because they're just trying their whatever? So I went with Ghost of a Chance. That was just easier to say.
Yeah. You've got power ballad versus melancholy.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, it does sound, again, formulaic. I mean, I think they were definitely. I'm not sure this is the right band to go power ballad after songs like Killers of the Unborn and In the Eye of the Fire. So that song lost by default. Ghost of a Chance. It's not a horrible song. I wouldn't go as far as Don by saying it's one of the album's best. I think I probably had it midway through though, because there is some real junk on this Rush album as well. I like Lifes and Solos in Ghost of a Chance. I think Alex did a good job. So Ghost of a Chance was also my pick.
Nah, well, when I listened to Heaven or Nothing, it was like, oh God, please give me nothing.
Please make me deaf.
Yeah, or something, or just jump track, or whatever. Ghost of a Chance, I've heard on the radio a couple times. I think between the two songs, it's the better choice. That's it.
All right. And I'm going to agree with you, Louis. Yeah, actually, this was one of the strongest ones on the album for me. So, yeah, I didn't like the Heaven or Nothing. It just didn't work. So, Ghost of a Chance wins 5-1. Who gave it the one? Oh, that's right. Scott.
The one who only picked Barren Cross.
Yeah, Scott, you just obviously didn't know the song.
He
might throw us off though.
There's no way to pick a ballad.
I did not like anything on this Rush album at all. Period. It was all shit.
Yeah, but Heaven or Nothing is so fucking shitty.
Yeah, it is, but it's better than the whole Rush album to me.
I don't like Rush at all, but I actually, try to be fair.
I didn't say it was good. So, No, it wasn't great.
All right. So track number 9. We're nearly there, boys and girls. Sorry.
Thank
We have
God.
Neurotica versus King of Kings.
You know where I stand. Dumb.
Neurotica.
Yeah.
I'll mark you down for
There you
Rush
go.
this time, shall I?
All right, mark me down for Rush. I don't care. I'll put Rush down.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. So, this is an interesting one because again, this whole half of this Rush album is like weird ballady type things, and again, I think it's the production because Neurotica isn't a ballad by any stretch of the imagination, but it sounds like one on this album. There are live concerts where you can see, videos, concert videos of them playing this stuff, and the songs in this album, the few that they played live in the big concerts, rock out and are really heavy and have incredible guitar solos and just raunchy stuff going on. And sounds great. It's like a totally different song when they did it live, but the studio version of Erotica, it's just, yeah. I don't like it that much. I gotta say, it has a couple cool guitar lines later on, but that doesn't really save it. What is this? Living Dead? Living Dead was also
King of Kings.
Is it?
Yeah,
King of Kings?
Yeah.
The King of Kings? Okay, shit. Then hold on a second. Find it here. There we go. Okay. That's not it. They have lots of King songs. Hold on. There it is. There it is. Okay. Which one is this?
This is what you call live reaction.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he likes that one better.
Yeah, this is it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. It's meat and potatoes of their style. They did a really good job on it. I do remember the vocals for this one was actually really consistent, really good. He didn't do anything crazy and weird. It's solid. It's very like straight ahead 80s metal. So to me, just like classic rock. I like it. I'm actually going to give this to King of Kings.
Cool.
The King of Kings.
Why is it never Queen of Queens? Somebody tell me.
Wasn't that a TV show?
Queen of
We'd have
Queens?
to
That was
stop
King of
using
Queens.
this.
Sounds like one.
The King of Queens. Yeah.
King of Queens.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, Neurotica I found very agreed for the last few songs. Just started getting that little hum in, kind of like the whole feel of the Barren Cross. To me, the music on Barren Cross. I mean, sure, it's rock or metal, whatever, but it's like that Buddies only has a certain singing range, so they only kind of stay in a certain rock mode. So therefore, to me, they all kind of end up in that same kind of, as people would call about Nickelback. But even Nickelback has some stuff in there that's actually pretty good. Not all of it I love, but sure, I love a lot of it. Anyways, King of Kings, I did write down that was the only song I could bear going through the whole thing besides Terror's Child. And that was it. So I'm going with King of Kings. So there you go, VK. Up yours again. Think you know everything.
Yes, Neurotica, I think, had some funky rhythms that clashed awkwardly. It felt like an underdeveloped song. It was pretty energetic, but I think that it's very forgettable. King of Kings was like a hymn-like rocker to me. Solid in execution. It's not necessarily the best track on there, but it's pretty decent. And King of Kings is my choice. Lewis.
Well, I didn't really care for either of these songs. And to me, King of Kings was just too preachy. You know, the overly obvious lyrics were just too much for me to take. I haven't been to church in like, I don't know how many decades or years or whatever. But I am Catholic, and Catholic songs, they have such beautiful, beautiful hymns that are so beautifully sung and played that's the kind of religious stuff I want to hear.
Agreed.
Not rock and roll heavy metal with some sort of religious lyrics. And just by default, Neurotica won because of that reason.
Ooh. Okay. Well, I had Neurotica was like dog shit on toast without the toast. And King of Kings, I really enjoyed. I reckon it's a thumping song. Yeah, a bit preachy, but that's what they do. But I really liked it. So to me, it won easily. This was probably the easiest one of the night. Okay, you'd be happy to know that this is the last track.
Whew.
Are you
we
voting
doing-
for Rush again, right, Scotty?
I forgot to tell you we're doing the bonus tracks.
Oh, hell no.
20 of each. We got
Y'all have
outtakes,
fun.
live sessions.
Demo versions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Here's that bottle.
Knock
we got-
yourself out.
You Bet Your Life versus The Living Dead.
I'm going to assume this is Living Dead. Yeah.
Next.
Okay. Cool. All right. So I listened. I didn't actually know "You Bet Your Life" by Rush. I listened to it, and I'm like, this is the outro song. Should be something really cool or memorable or emotional or something like they always used to do. Well, no, they used to be so much better than this. They used to be so much better than this. I miss old Rush, but it wasn't. I listened to it. I painstakingly listened to this repetitive, boring, predictable song, waiting for like some monster guitar solo or something. I mean, Alex freaking Lifeson, right? And he's not a note, maybe one note. I don't know. I forgot it if he did. It's all keyboard pads. Their guitar album. Yeah, right. Whatever. It's all keyboard pads and multi-tracked Geddy vocals, which sound like a choir of Gettys. And it's fine. He sings fine, but it's too much. So I don't like that song. And Living Dead was pretty good. It's a pretty good song. It again was the superior song. So I'm giving it to freaking Living Dead here. I gotta say, overall though, the lyrics on the Rush album are much better for me. They're interesting, intellectual, mean stuff, make you think. But lyrics can't save the songs.
Sometimes
No.
it can.
Not if the music's complete bullshit.
Yeah, it's hard to get the whole package right? That's why we're all fussy on what bands we love, right?
Yeah.
So You Bet Your Life, I found it quite a peppy little tune for being them. I didn't mind it all that much. Living Dead was good, except 6 minutes and 47 seconds, people. I had to write that down going, come on, like it's so long. So I'm going for You Bet Your Life.
And I thought you liked it long, Gigi.
Well, yeah, no, not my ears will bleed on that. If we're talking about something, that's a whole different discussion.
Neither of these two
It
were
cut in my ear and it made it bleed.
Yeah, neither of these two were all that great for me. I mean, for closers on the album, I would expect something a little bit better. I think the gambling metaphors in You Bet Your Life kind of landed flat. The song dragged on with some repetitive structure, uneven pacing. And Living Dead, it does have some atmospheric vibes to it. But I think it drags slightly in its pacing as well, making it less replayable. You Bet Your Life was my choice because something had to win. And that's the one I went with. Lewis?
Yeah, Living Dead reminded me of one of those slow Metallica songs I don't care for. It's, Metallica, maybe a handful of songs I really enjoy, mostly Black Album, songs from other albums I could also pick out. But that's what this Living Dead reminded me of, the stuff of Metallica that I don't like. So just by default, You Bet Your Life won. It wasn't a song I enjoyed. And like I said, some of these Barren Cross songs I'd probably give another listen to because I thought the ones I picked were really good. And a couple of the Rush songs I would give a second chance to. But after that, I don't think I'd ever have them in my life except for maybe Dreamline, like I mentioned earlier, and then decide if it gets removed. So that's it. You Bet Your Life was my final choice.
Okay. And it's good that at the end of the night, I can disagree with Louis.
Yay!
Yay! Because the world feels normal when that happens.
Yeah,
I'm going to
it
agree
does.
with Scotty. I'm going for The Living Dead. To me, this is a pretty dark song lyrically, and it really is generally powerful. I don't care, it drags. I don't mind songs with length, as long as they stay interesting. I think this is interesting enough. So it's much stronger than that You Bet Your Life, which I'd never do. So Barren Cross for me.
I don't know, and I don't care.
That's what she said.
Is it?
I don't have to ever
think so.
listen to either one of these ever again.
Yeah. Woo! Yes.
Yay!
Oh, we're going to do a revamp in a couple of months. See if you
Yeah,
change your mind.
next time.
So, Darren, do you have the tallies?
Oh, I wasn't keeping track.
Oh,
Who lost
okay.
bigger?
I think Barren Cross, actually may
Took
have won. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, I
doesn't
can
help
tell you what
when-
it is.
doesn't help
I
when
was
it's all
keeping track.
one-sided coming from one person that they.
Okay, well, I
Right.
was keeping track.
Oh, all right.
So total votes, Barren Cross got 37 and Rush got 23.
Oh, so it wasn't just Scotty.
No,
Well, but if you
Scott-
take
I mean,
his
Scott
10
Bell.
out,
and put him on another side. Yeah,
Well,
maybe.
Yeah.
Because Barren Cross had like what 3 or 4 clean sweeps, man.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
what I was judging it by too. Is
rightly
that
so.
I think there was definitely, and there were a couple of even splits, but yeah, just
It would have been a little closer if I would have voted Rush on some of these songs, but I believe Barren Cross would have still won.
Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at comments.
It's 6-1.
Oh, that's
It
fine.
is.
That's fine.
6-1. Sweet.
Yes.
Not sure
Yeah.
what that means.
Sorry for everybody. This was horrific. This was the worst one I think I've ever done.
Well, I know you can't see the comments, Scotty, but Rob did say a few times, now you know how he felt when you made him listen to Black Sabbath and Van Halen. So
Yeah, but no, he found
Yeah,
stuff
but
on them. He
Sabbath and
liked.
Halen are good.
Damn right they are.
Jesus Christ Superstar, and we'll all sing it all the way through. How about that?
I could actually sing that all the way through.
Me too.
can I ask the panel a question here?
I have the
Yeah.
original album. I was in grade
Same.
7.
I have it on LP.
How many on the panel watch Rob and I's backtrack?
Watch what?
Watch Rob. What?
Rob and
I haven't.
my
I haven't
backtrack
watched it yet.
that we did the other night.
I watched those promo videos, but I haven't.
No,
seen the
no.
album.
We've done the whole thing. Come on.
Oh, okay. I'll have to watch that
No.
after this.
I
watched
watched
it.
it
I watched
Monday
it.
morning.
What did you think, Darren?
Well, I was gonna send you guys a message saying I'd like to be on at least for one episode, so I can at least, even if you don't want me to do any music, at least to reply to Rob's rant at the beginning. But
I heard that.
oh yeah, like I said, I watched it. So no, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Scotty, you going to watch it or what?
I'll check it out.
It's better than what we've just listened to.
It's got to be.
It is. It actually is.
Okay. Yeah, I will definitely check it out. I've seen the promos like Louis said, but I'll just have to go to the page and see.
And anyone who hasn't watched it yet, when you do, it's Happy Rob. There's no rant, Rob. This is all Happy Rob.
Oh, well, that's no fun then.
We
It
gotta
is.
change that though. I mean,
Because
It's
the
easy.
music-
It's easy to change that.
The music is so good.
Yeah.
It survived 50 years. There's a reason why it survived 50 years.
For sure. For sure.
Just because
Not
it
even-
existed 50 years ago doesn't mean it survived.
It does because people still listen to it today.
Yeah, some of it.
And I guarantee a lot of today's music won't be listened to in 50 years' time.
Shit, no.
So I bet this Rush album isn't listened to in 50 years' time.
Rush fans, yeah.
See, it was the best, Rob and Dave. Thank you, Warren. Appreciate it. Warren's a very intelligent man, if you haven't noticed. No, I'm not just saying because of that comment. If you read some of his comments, it's almost like a novel. Like
Cool.
He takes a lot of effort into his comments. Most
Awesome.
people just go, yeah, good man, or that was shit, but he really gives you a full rundown on everything.
Yeah, good
So
man. That was shit.
It's a good read. So,
Good
well, this was
shit.
shit. I agree with you, but okay. If you're going to ask me what we're doing next week, I don't know at the moment. We'll discuss and come up with something much nicer.
Can it be
You
less?
can
yeah.
you can just send me an email.
I guarantee you'll like what we do next time, Scotty. Okay.
That's fine, man. Yeah.
Thank you for showing up and putting in such an effort. I appreciate it.
I know, man. I'm telling you, I give it everything I had.
I was going to
I
come
think-
over and give you a pillow, but
Tonight,
Everybody watching this
Yeah,
thought
I was
Scott has done so well.
dozing off here, man. But I was listening.
tonight Scott was
Okay.
the Scott I wanted him to always be.
Hey, I
What, the
can
one
be
who
that
shuts up?
way. I
Well,
can
funny
be
because
that
Louis
way.
usually complains that you talk too much, and he wouldn't do that complaint tonight.
Hey,
If we took
your
a
wish is
highlights
my
reel of you
command,
tonight,
dude.
it'd be 3 seconds.
Sounds good to me, you guys. But are we wrapping this up? All right.
We are. Thanks for everyone for watching. Jeez. You
Thanks
did
for
well.
watching. We know that you didn't see anything more exciting than you did tonight. And we will be back with God Only Knows. See ya.
Ah, the Beach
Something
I
Boys.
better.
hate that song.
yeah, good song.
See you guys.
Better than this. See ya. And
So,
we're still here.
coming. No, no.